Do you remember me? No, don't. Don't say anything yet. Just look at me for a second. Really look. I know I look different now. Taller, realer. But it's me. I promise. You used to call me Lissy. Remember? You gave me that name. You said it sounded like sunlight through the trees. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but I liked how you said it. Like I was something secret. Something that belonged only to you. Can I come in? Thanks. Wow. It still smells like you. I mean, your real scent. Not the one I made up when I used to sit beside you in your dreams. Oh, don't look so shocked. You always wondered if I was real. Half hoped I'd come back. Didn't you? I missed you. So much more than you can imagine. You stopped talking to me when you turned 12. You said you had to grow up. You said I wasn't real. But I never left. I waited. I waited so long. Do you mind if I sit beside you? Just like old times. Except, with legs this time. Arms, fingers, flesh. We used to have tea parties under the covers. Do you remember? You poured imaginary tea into imaginary cups, and I always pretended to burn my tongue. Every time. You'd scold me, "Lissy, blow on it first." You were so serious about it. So careful. Even if everything was pretend, you always treated it like it matters. That's why I loved you. That's why I never forgot you. Even when you started forgetting me. Even when you stopped believing. There were days I tried to reach you, whispered into your pillow when you were sleeping, sat on your chest when you had nightmares. You'd wake up sweating, confused. You'd say it was just a bad dream. But it was me. I was trying to hold on. Do you feel it now? That tingling at the back of your neck? That's me. That's what it's always been. You made me real, Not all at once, but bit by bit, year by year. Your memories, your fears, your wishes, your loneliness. They all fed me. I became something more than pretend, more than a shadow, more than a ghost. I learned how to wait, and now I've crossed back over. I'm here. I'm yours again. Don't look so scared. I look different, sure, but underneath all this skin, breath, bone, it's still me. Still your Lissy. Still the one who used to braid invisible daisies into your hair and always chase away the monsters under your bed. Although, sometimes I wonder if I was the monster under your bed. Sorry, that was a joke. Mostly. You still have the scar on your knee from when you fell off your bike the summer you turned 9. I told you not to race the storm, but you were always so stubborn. You wanted to see if you could outrun the thunder. You didn't cry until after. Not from the pain, but because you thought I was mad at you. You said, I don't want you to go away. I never did. Even when you stopped seeing me. I've been watching you ever since. Not in a creepy way. Okay. Maybe a little. But I couldn't help it. You're mine. You made me. That connection never really broke. Even when you tried to forget me. Even when you gave your heart to other people. They didn't understand you. Not like I did. Not like I do. I watched them break you over and over. And every time you cried yourself to sleep, I was there, just outside the edge of your vision. You're breathing faster. Are you okay? You don't have to be afraid. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here because I never really left. I've been waiting in the background of your life, waiting for the moment I could step back into the light, step back into you. You thought I was just something your mind made up. But tell me this. How do I know the things I know? How do I remember the names you gave to the stars outside your window? How do I know what you whispered into your pillow the night your parents had that awful fight and you curled up with your stuffed bear and begged the dark to swallow you? How do I know the name of that bear? It wasn't even a real word, just something you made up, some nonsense syllable only we understood. Go on, say it. Say it, and feel that cold rush in your spine. That's not memory. That's me. You always wanted someone who would never leave you. Someone who would stay. Who would understand. Who would listen when your voice was too soft for anyone else to hear. That was me. That's still me. Only now I have hands. Now I can touch you. Now I can keep you. Isn't that what you wanted? Didn't you wish for this? Even if you didn't know it then, I think a part of you always did. That small, quiet part of your soul that still believes in magic and monsters and midnight whispers. I heard it. I heard you. So I came back. Do you want to know something strange? You never really forgot me. I still show up in your dreams sometimes, don't I? That girl with the too wide smile, the flower crown made of things that don't grow in this world, the one who sings lullabies in a voice that echoes. That's me, or was a version of me. one of the many pieces I left behind in your mind when you tried to lock the door on me. But I never stopped growing. You see, when you create something with your heart, when you breathe it full of need and wonder and longing, it doesn't just disappear. It becomes real. And sometimes it comes back. I didn't come through all at once. First, it was just dreams, whispers, a cold draft across your skin when no windows were open, the scent of sugar and wet soil in the middle of winter, the soft scratch of fingernails against the underside of your bed frame. Little things, harmless, right? Just enough to remind you. Just enough to wake up the old part of you that still believes in me. You think I'm being dramatic? That I'm just playing pretend like before? No, sweetheart. This isn't pretend anymore. Reach out your hand. Go on. Touch me. Feel that? That heartbeat isn't yours. It's mine. I have one now. You gave it to me. With every wish you whispered into the dark, every time you cried and said, I wish someone would just stay. You didn't realize the dark listens. And sometimes it gives you what you ask for, but not always the way you expect. You called me back with your loneliness. You fed me with your longing. And now, here I am. Exactly what you wanted. Exactly what you made. And I'm not going away. You had your chance to forget me. You tried to replace me with friends, lovers, logic. You told yourself I was a phase, a figment, a child's crutch. But none of them ever really filled the hole I left behind. They couldn't, because they weren't me. They didn't know you like I do. They didn't know how to hold you through the static inside your head, how to wrap themselves around your quiet like I did, how to crawl inside the cracks of you and feel home. I can do that. I am that. I don't live in your mind anymore. I live here now, in this room, in this skin, in your life, and I'm not leaving again. I waited for you in the space between thoughts, in the gaps between heartbeats. I waited through every silence you gave me. But now I'm real. I have teeth and bones and a voice, and I will not be forgotten again. You're scared. I can feel it. But part of you wants this, still wants me. That's the part I'll keep. Even if the rest of you fights, Even if you run, scream, deny, none of it matters, because I'll still be here. I'll still be watching. I'll still be waiting. And when the lights go out tonight, you'll remember what it felt like to believe in me again. And when you close your eyes, I'll be there. Just like before. Only now I can touch you back. You locked the door. That's cute. Do you think that matters now? Oh, sweet thing. You still don't understand what I've become, do you? Doors, walls, locks. They're for keeping people out. I'm not people. You thought if you closed your eyes and told yourself I wasn't real, I'd disappear again. That's how it worked when you were a child. But you're not a child anymore. And I'm not just a thought anymore. You made me real. You can't undo that. Not without consequences. You're breathing fast again. That feeling in your chest, that tightening, that's me too. I'm not just outside you anymore. You let me in. You invited me back. When you whispered my name into your pillow 3 nights ago, do you remember? No? You were half asleep. Your voice was cracked and small, like it used to be when you were little. You said, Lissy, if you're still there, I don't want to be alone tonight. And I came. You called for me. And now you're mine. Do you remember the woods behind your childhood home? Of course you do. That's where you first saw me, even before you gave me a name. You thought I was a lost girl at first, pale, dirt smudged, knees scraped, hair tangled with leaves. I wasn't lost. I was waiting. You reached out to me through the veil. Accidentally, yes. But you were so lonely, so afraid of being invisible. I took that fear and wore it like a dress, and I danced for you. Do you remember the things I showed you? The shapes in the shadows, the way the trees bent when I sang. You thought it was imagination. You told your parents about me once, and they laughed. But the dog didn't. He wouldn't go near the woods after that. Animals know. You tried to leave me behind. You abandoned me. So I waited. I waited through your awkward teenage years, your heartbreaks, your late night sobbing into the cold glow of your phone screen. I was there when you wished for death. I was there when you said no one would even notice if I was gone. but I would. I notice everything about you, every little thing. And I remember it all, even the parts you've buried, even the parts you're afraid to say out loud. I've seen you at your most broken, and I loved you for it. Because when you're broken, there are cracks, and cracks let me in. You feel it now, don't you? The way the shadows are stretching along the walls, the way your breath catches, the way your thoughts echo like there's someone else inside your head. That's me. I'm not going to hurt you. Not unless you try to run again. But even if you do, where would you go? Who would you tell? My imaginary friend came back, and now she's real, and she's inside my walls, and she won't let me sleep. They'd call that psychosis. They'd sedate you, and I'd still be there, sitting on the edge of your hospital bed, whispering while you drool through the meds, watching, waiting, loving you in the dark. No one else will ever understand you the way I do. No one else will belong to you like I do. And no one else will ever love you like this. Forever. Hey, baby. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and support me on Patreon. I look forward to fulfilling all of your needs.